Oh my God, this team is garbage. Golly. Man, Angel Reese with a triple single, 9 points, 2 assists, 2 rebounds. She was a minus 20.
Well, I got to tell you, the Chicago Sky are one of the worst basketball teams I've ever seen. And today, their coach literally just waved the white flag. He quit. He literally just said, Phoenix Mercury, destroy us even more than you're destroying us right now.
The moment the opening buzzer echoed through the United Center, everyone inside the building could sense something was off. Yes, the Chicago Sky had stumbled before, but on this night they didn't merely stumble. They fell flat on the hardwood and never bothered to get up.
A triple single, and y'all was out there ranting and raving, talking about her all-star. She should be an all-star. Like, man, come on, bro. Come on, man. Come on, man. This team is terrible.
The Mercury smelled blood in the water early, storming out to a 31-18.
Their head coach, Tyler Marsh, looked less like a sideline general and more like a weary commuter waiting for a bus that would never arrive. By the time the clock ticked into the third quarter, Marsh had seen enough. With a slow, resigned wave of his hand, one that felt eerily similar to a white flag fluttering across a battlefield, he yanked every starter, including centerpiece rookies Angel Reese and Kamilla Cardoso, and surrendered the evening to the Phoenix Mercury. It would be comforting to call this a single ugly loss, a random mid-season hiccup that good teams survive and forget. In truth, it was the loudest pop from a balloon that had been leaking air since the opening week.
I am here to tell you guys, man, when it comes to the Chicago Sky, no one could have predicted that this team was going to be this bad. Horrible, bro. I mean, my goodness. If you guys haven't heard by now, the Chicago Sky has lost another damn basketball game. This time to the hands of the Phoenix Mercury. The Phoenix Mercury put BTA all over the Chicago Sky. And I'm here to tell you, Tyler Marsh is getting the focal point of the blame, bro. But to me, you have to blame the players of this damn basketball team, starting with the leader of the team. I just gotta be honest. That is Princess Barbie Angel Reese. Man, she's been trash.
I mean, seriously, the Sky's on national TV and to say they're getting worked is an understatement. Angel Reese hits a three, starts to get in a rhythm, one shot. So what does Tyler do? He benched her and Cardoso. Phoenix Suns starters are killing the Chicago Sky bench players. In fairness, they were killing the starters too. All right, down 36.
Chicago entered the night lugging a 3-9 record, a start so historically dreadful that even franchise historians struggled to find a darker precedent. The Sky had already tied their worst four-game opening, coughed up the league's most turnovers, and posted a defensive rating that felt like a cruel typo. Still, there is a vast gulf between floundering and folding. Against Phoenix, Chicago didn't flirt with that gulf. They jumped right in. Phoenix smelled the fear immediately. The Mercury's first quarter blitz was ruthless. Transition threes, free throw line pull-ups, backdoor layups that made the Sky look as if they were defending in scuba gear. An astonishing 31-8 opening frame all but ended the suspense, though the real humiliation arrived later.
Chicago Sky might be the worst basketball team to ever exist. It's real bad. I mean, this is a disastrous. The Chicago Sky are an abomination. It's a disaster.
I don't know what's wrong with them. But, like, they could lose this game by 40. Like, I don't know. I don't know what is wrong with this team. Because today it wasn't even... I don't even think that this was an effort thing. Like, I don't even think this was an effort problem. But at the end of the day, like, they're just not good.
Chicago finished the night with 21 turnovers, 8 of them before the crowd had even settled into its seats. A few dead ball giveaways were simple miscommunications. Several more looked like panicked hot potato tosses aimed nowhere in particular. The Mercury graciously accepted each gift, piling 13 points directly off those first-period blunders. What most people remember, however, is not the scoreboard but the moment Marsh abandoned hope. Early in the third, Phoenix rattled off an 11-3 burst that swelled the lead past 25.
I don't see it getting any better, man. I think this coach is going to be gone, and I think it's going to be a fire sale. I don't think there's anybody on this roster who's 100% guaranteed to be on this roster next season. I think anybody with the right price, any of these people can go. Just because I don't see the talent. I don't see any untouchable talent. I don't see any untouchable talent on this roster at all.
It is. Oh, they look bad. Kennedy Carter's crazier than a shithouse rat. Her 18 points a game looks awfully good right now. They've got no offense. They got nobody that can score outside of Cardoso that can grab the ball and just take over and randomly drop 18 to 28 points in a game. There's no offense. And their defense is terrible, but they have no offense. No spark plug. Nothing.
Marsh didn't bother hunting for a spark plug on the bench. He unplugged the lamp entirely. Reese, Cardoso, Courtney Williams, and everyone else who had been penciled in as the future watched the rest of the night from their folding chairs. Afterward, Marsh insisted the move was about preservation on the front end of a back-to-back, but nobody believed him. You could see it in his body language. Every slumping shoulder, every sigh as he squatted near the scorer's table screamed, "I'm out of answers." That single gesture, pulling 5 professionals 3 minutes into a quarter on national television, crystallized everything haunting the sky. It summarized the confusion of a coaching staff that no longer trusted its own playbook and the exhaustion of a roster drowning beneath the weight of its marketing slogans. Marsh's sideline resignation became a meme before halftime highlights finished airing. The slow-motion shrug, the watery gaze at the floor, the silent walk from one end of the bench to the other while Phoenix ran layup lines around Chicago's backups. If Marsh's body language told one sobering tale, Angel Reese's stat line told another. She closed the box score with 9 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, and a -25 plus-minus that underscored her every awkward step that night.
Angel Reese got completely exposed today, man. Y'all see how she only took 1 shot today versus the Mercury and only had 2 rebounds? This goes to show she can't get all those rebounds without taking hella shots, getting her own misses, man. You've been completely exposed today, Brickleg Sloth. Completely. When you ain't taking all these shots and missing all these goddamn layups and shit, you can't get your rebounds. So your rebounds go down because no missed shots, no rebounds, man.
Kamilla Cardoso was killing it in this game. 7 of 9 from the field, 77.8%. That's how a big is supposed to shoot. All right. Angel only shot the ball once. She did have 6 free throws. 2 rebounds, 2 assists, 9 points. Kamilla had 17. And I got to tell you, some of these players can't hit water if they fell out of a boat. It was ugly.
The internet tacked on a cruel label, triple single, and critics wasted no time dissecting each possession. Why was a player marketed as a generational rebounder grabbing only 2 boards? Why had she attempted a single shot through 23 minutes? Why did she jog back on defense as Phoenix bolted past her for an uncontested fast break 3? Reese tried to frame the evening as a speed bump, not a collapse. In the post-game scrum, she spoke earnestly about grace and character, about the grind of a long season and the need to take every miss personally. She referenced her Bet Sportswoman of the Year trophy. "I don't complain, I just work," and insisted the team was still super happy with its direction. For a player shooting barely 31% from the field, it sounded less like optimism and more like bravado marinated in denial. Critics seized on the disconnect. How could a frontcourt star who converts only 28% of her shots from inside 3 feet praise the squad's offensive growth? How could a 9-point night be repackaged as progress? Meanwhile, Kamilla Cardoso quietly produced a near-perfect offensive display, 17 points on 7 for 9 shooting, only to disappear under the avalanche of misery around her.
Angel Reese, part 43! Let's get a national TV stinker! Uh-oh! Temper tantrum! Bang! She only took one shot in the game because her teammates refused to give her the ball! On the bright side, at least she has a podcast, am I right? Bang! Sure, just take your sweet old time getting back on D, huh? Know where to be, it's 5 o'clock somewhere. Look at that, team player. Put her to the All-Star game! Bang! Give it to her, this is a nice first team all-cardio performance. She got her 10K steps in. Ole! Ole, 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 ole. Angel, get back on defense! Bang!
The Chicago Sky get blown out again. Down 30 at home. Sky, if y'all was down by 30, y'all stink. Y'all are the jokes of the league, the laughing stock. Y'all can't talk about anybody else's team. This roster is trash. Y'all coach might be trash. The organization has been buns. We will see. We will see. But as of right now, Chicago Sky are trash. It was down 30 again. Angel Reese with a triple single. It is what it is, man. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share the channel.
Cameras repeatedly caught the rookies center glancing at the bench after broken possessions. Each look felt like an unspoken plea. Call a play that makes sense. Give me the ball when I'm open. Turn down the chaos just this once. Instead, she shared the bench with Reese, victims of a coach's public capitulation. In another universe, Cardoso's efficiency might have been headline news. Inside Chicago's sinking ship, it was background noise. And then there were the numbers. The merciless, context-free numbers that paint a picture no PR gloss can hide. A defensive rating of 113.6, dead last in the league. Opponents drilling 45% of their three-pointers because perimeter defenders trail every screen by a full step. 18.9 turnovers per night, 5 above the threshold where offenses usually implode. On offense, Chicago hovers below 80 points as frequently as it surpasses that mark, and in a pace-accelerated modern WNBA, sub-80 scores feel prehistoric. Add it up, and you find a franchise chasing relevance with an anchor tied to its ankles. It's not only that they lose, it's that they lose big on the nights when everyone is watching, with a star rookie explaining afterward that the process is exactly where it should be. Social media notices. Late-night talking heads notice. Casual fans who tuned in solely because Caitlin Clark wasn't playing that evening notice, and vow not to make that mistake twice. Within that swirl of ridicule looms a quieter, darker question about the future. Nearly every analyst agrees the roster is ripe for a teardown. No contract is sacred. No prospect, save perhaps Cardoso, feels untouchable. Marsh's Las Vegas championship pedigree, once touted as the key to unlocking Chicago's raw potential, now reads more like an ironic footnote. His job security grows shakier with each double-digit defeat. His news conference talking points sound like recycled excuses. We can't keep beating ourselves, he mutters, but the correction never comes. Fans, to their credit, keep searching for silver linings. They point to isolated moments, a Reese coast-to-coast drive, a Cardoso left-hand hook, a 3-minute stretch in the second quarter, when perimeter rotations looked crisp. Yet those blips vanish under the tsunami of turnovers, missed box-outs, and 4-minute scoring droughts. By the time the Sky trail by 30 on their own floor, the faithful wonder whether the silver linings are merely aluminum foil glints beneath stadium lights.
Obviously, this is my third one. Obviously, it really meant something to other people today because it's me. And I just focus on basketball. I come into work every day and work. I don't complain. I don't care about anything else. I have bad days. I haven't been playing well at all. And I can sit here and just mope around and point the finger, but it's been me. And I take accountability. I come in every day and try to be better than the next and better than the last. And I know my teammates trust me. I know they have my back. Ariel has my back for everything. And I just love that being a part of a team that I know really trusts me and trusts my work, and everything else is everything else. I'm just here just to come to work every day and go home. That's all I want to do, is just come to work and being able to enjoy my job that I love. People would die and kill to have this job. And being able to play with the best players in the world means a lot to me. I put my all in this. I do.
Outside Chicago, rival front offices quietly monitor the meltdown. They know distressed franchises sometimes panic at the trade table, flipping interesting prospects for veteran stopgaps who won't actually fix structural problems. They hear whispers that Marsh may prefer a roster heavy on veterans who already grasp his system, whatever that system is now. They wonder how long Reese can continue posting 9-2 lines before her confidence craters, and whether Cardoso's development will stall inside a losing culture. For now, though, the countdown clock keeps ticking. Every new broadcast graphic highlighting the league worst turnover rate tightens the noose. Every opposing sharpshooter who launches uncontested triples from the wing forces fans a little farther from their seats. Even the league office cringes when it sees the sky penciled into another national window. Blowouts don't sell merchandise, and viewers have other channels. Somewhere in suburban Chicago, Tyler Marsh surely replays the Phoenix debacle in his mind. He sees the moment he first motioned to the bench, calling for 5 subs while the TNT cameras zoomed in. He remembers the hush that fell across the lower bowl when fans realized their stars weren't returning. He hears the post-game question, was that strategy or surrender? And realizes there was no safe answer. Likewise, Angel Reese surely scrolls social media, spotting the phrase triple single in every tongue-in-cheek meme. She recognizes the baby giraffe tag trending beneath her photo but chooses, at least outwardly, to ignore it. She repeats her mantra, stay poised, stay grateful, stay working, even as highlight packages show her jogging instead of sprinting. She knows the numbers say one thing, she insists her future says another. The great irony is that the season is barely halfway through. There is still time to salvage dignity, if not the standings. A reshuffle of defensive assignments, a simplified half-court offense that features Cardoso's high-low passing, renewed commitment to transition defense. None of this requires superstar additions or miracle healings. It requires humility and attention to detail. Yet humility is hard to locate inside a locker room built on slogans about potential greatness. Attention to detail is scarce when each possession feels like a coin flip between brilliance and calamity. Until change arrives, the Sky remain trapped in a loop. Turnovers spark fast breaks spike the deficit. Deficits erode energy, and sagging energy spawns more turnovers. On nights when they manage to hold opponents under 90, their own offense bottoms out in the 60s. On nights when the shots finally fall, their defense transforms into a series of matador waves. It is the definition of vicious circle basketball, and every talking point interview, every late-night rant on streaming platforms, every sarcastic tweet about resignation and wreckage only amplifies the echo. And so the broader basketball world waits. It waits to see whether Tyler Marsh will double down on patience or pull the ripcord entirely. It waits to see whether Angel Reese will translate Instagram ambition into on-court production before the rookie narrative calcifies into something harsher. It waits to see whether Kamilla Cardoso will quietly request a fresh start come winter or choose to ride out the storm. It waits, ultimately, to see whether Chicago's front office has the courage to break what it built and start anew, because if it doesn't, the sky over the sky promises only more thunderclouds, more turnovers, more nights when surrender feels merciful compared to the alternative.
It's bad. This was rough. Chicago Sky are not a good team. Why are they on TV so much? Wow. Sky coach benched his starters for most of the third quarter, still to play in a nationally televised game. Effing quitter. Chicago Sky loves getting humiliated on national TV.
They figured out that they can go crazy from behind the arc because the Chicago Sky's perimeter defense is just not there. It's not effective. I was on the floor. I saw them fighting to get around these screens. They just can't get there.